Meryl Streep, actress and phenomenon, has been nominated 15 times for the Oscar, more than anybody else. How does this world's greatest living actress mantle sit?
Cynthia, it is meaningless.
Well, it's meaningless?
Yeah, because there is no such thing. I mean, there is no such thing.
So, okay,
There's
when
no
something
such
goes
entity.
So when something goes wrong in your day, you don't go, but at least I'm the world's greatest living actress. No.
No, because I'm not that deluded. I mean, I sit absolutely in the theater in awe of the work of people that I admire. And I think, how'd they do that? I could never do that. You know, and I think...
Can you still get that thrill from others? You can.
Oh, yeah. I get inspiration. I steal things from other people. And actors love to watch other actors work. I mean, there's just... You all like it, but we love it.
Her first nomination was for The Deer Hunter.
Can't we just comfort each other?
She won for Kramer versus Kramer.
I came here to take my son home. And I realize he already is home.
And Sophie's Choice.
Damn it, he doesn't make it!
But since 1982, that's 27 years, she's gone home without Oscar, losing for some of her most memorable performances in Silkwood, Out of Africa,
If you don't come, the other boys will say you are afraid.
and The Devil Wears Prada.
Is it impossible to find a lovely, slender female paratrooper?
No.
Am I reaching for the stars here?
No.
Do you get your feelings hurt if you don't win?
I feel honestly that I've won my Oscar. You know, I feel validated. But yeah, there's a part of you that thinks every time you do the work as well as you hope you can do it, you get caught up in the thing of, here's what you get caught up in. When you lose, you think, well, that means my work wasn't any good. And that's why actors always say, but it's an honor to be nominated. And it is. It is. But you feel worse when you lose than you did before you got nominated. Okay, I'll say that.
The truth. And you have to sit there while all the cameras are on you.
Well, it's because it's set up like an athletic event. Like these artistic things, these aesthetic judgments are not subject to sort of 9.5, 9.3, 9.7, you know, flipping up the cards. It's immeasurable.
She did take home her second Screen Actors Guild Award a few nights ago.
I'm really, really, really shocked. And even though awards mean nothing to me anymore.
For playing Sister Aloysius, the abrasive head nun in doubt, who's convinced that the parish priest, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman, is abusing a boy in her school.
The boy acted strangely when he returned to class.
He did.
She's just a very difficult, prickly kind of character, and I like people like that. I like difficult people.
You said once you like to play difficult women.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because their contradictions are so vivid, and we're all so good at hiding ours. The people that are interesting are sort of the ones who just let it hang out.
I want you all to be alert. I am concerned about matters in St. Nicholas School.
Academically?
I was not inviting a guessing game, Sister Raymond.
You know, watching the film, I looked at Sister Aloysius and I wondered if she was the Miranda Priestley of the convent.
You have no style or sense of fashion.
Well, I think that depends on what you're...
No. That wasn't a question.
They have a lot in common, these two women. Women in power, women with authority, women that other people are sort of pushed back by a bit. What do you think?
We are uncomfortable still with women in power.
What's this, Mr. Conroy?
I don't know, sister.
They're all uniformly terrified of you.
That's how it works.
Does she love those children?
I absolutely think that insofar as she is capable of letting those feelings engulf her, yes, she does. I think that, don't make me talk about these things, because these are like my little secret things.
Oh, well, we want to know your secret things. Now, of course, I'm not going to talk about anything else. What do you mean your secret things?
Well, when you make a character, when you inhabit somebody thoroughly, you feel like you know them, and in a way, sometimes I make up little things about their background that nobody knows, that are not in the script, but that sort of fuel the ways that they manifest, the ways that they behave.
You haven't the slightest proof of anything!
But I have my certainty!
What's one of her secrets?
I think that there's a reason that she feels vehement about this subject. I think that she's, had some experience that allows her to smell it when it enters the room.
In the film, Doubt, the power is clearly, although Sister Aloysius is a powerful creature in her world, the real power is still held by the men. When the priest comes in, he sits in your chair.
Father, would you care for Would you have a cup of tea, Father?
I'd love a cup of tea.
So let me ask you a little bit about this last year in the life of America in terms of women in power. How did women do in the last year with Hillary Clinton and Sarah Palin, do you think?
We're on our way. We're on our way to understanding all of it. But all those vestigial things they're in every negotiation I have with people in my business. 3 of the nominated films this year have 26 men in them and 1 woman, Slumdog and Milk and Frost Nixon, and we accept it. It's not unusual. But we would go nuts if 3 of the nominated films had 26 women and 1 man in them. It would be a very, very unusual thing. So we're still not telling everybody's story in our country. And that's where we are.